Okay, we're back, and this is a new video for the new year. Happy New Year to everybody. A couple of things I want to talk about is, first of all, when you got work going on and it's trying to bring somebody back, Facebook is not your friend. Okay, your so-called friends will DM you and say, "Oh, I saw so and so over here, and I saw so and so over here in the club," and I had that happen I guess about 4 years ago with a client in Texas. She hit me up at 3:30 in the morning. Her best friend DM'd talking about she seen her man in a club with another woman. So she was all upset. So I made her get dressed, get in her car, drive to his house, which was about 15 minutes away from where she lived. Truck wasn't in a carport. Nobody home. Told her drive to where he works at. And I guess that was about another 15 minutes. She pulls by there. Lo and behold, his truck is in the employee parking lot. Now, a lot of people may say, well, you might be able to park in there, get out, and go ride with somebody. Anybody that works out of installation that's industrial, that runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you got to swipe your card to get into the employee's parking lot, that's a no-no. If the guard doesn't tell you something, it's going to be logged down by that card. And I guarantee you, when you come back, the guard is going to say something. And then bright and early, the next time you go to work, you talk to your supervisor. Simply because when you enter that lot and you park in an employee's parking lot, that company is now liable for any damage to your vehicle. That's not going to happen. Now, if anybody works at a petrochemical plant, any industry that runs 24/7, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, no, no, no. So he was at work, and her best friend's over here DMing her. I guess the only answer I can give to that is misery loves company. So Facebook isn't your friend. We rely on that too much. Okay. If somebody knows that you follow them and stuff and they want to, flame your ass, they're going to type something in to get you upset. That's just human nature. And I look at it like this: Facebook, Instagram, we put too much out on that. Okay. Everybody, I know if you vacation, you want to, show your friends everything, standing there with the camera. We're in Cozumel. And you telling me you're not at your house. Why? But anyway, as I said, Facebook ain't your friend. Okay, take it with a grain of salt. And these are supposed to be your best friends calling you and telling you things like this. And if they know they following you, yeah, they're going to flame you, male or female, just to piss you off and figure, give them a little bit back what they gave me. But what that does is actually slows the work and harms the work. We may have took 20 steps forward. And that DM you've been reading the stuff and you got mad and you say something on timeline, you might have pushed it back 35 feet. You're hurting yourself. So, I can't tell you to stay off Facebook, can't tell you to stay off Instagram. You're going to do what you want to do. But you're hurting yourself when you do that, because 9 out of 10 times, it's not going down that way. Okay, like I said, for some reason, misery love company, it always seems to be a friend that's doing that. Second, I want to hit on is the new year, financial, excuse me, financial things, businesses, personal. At the beginning of the year, say if you have a business, the beginning of the fiscal year, you want to push hard and do better than what you did the year before. That's anybody in business, especially if you own your business. You don't want to recap what happened the year before, even though last year was shitty for everybody, the year before that was shitty for everybody with COVID and everything. But you want to keep pushing. That's your brand. That's your baby. That's your conception. That's what you came up with. So why you want to keep going on the same treadmill that you was doing the year before? Prosperity work will help, especially in business. It also helps in personal. People want prosperity work done for themselves, and they got a regular 9 to 5 job and stuff like that. And the only thing I can say the difference in between that from somebody that has a business to somebody that's just doing it, to get extra money, you're going to see movement. You're going to get cash, but it's going to come from a raise you didn't know about, getting moved up, promoted with more money. Hell, I had one client a while back, got a, what was it, $250 rebate or something she bought like 2 years before and sent a rebate card in, and they finally paid her. So any way you get it, it ain't like you can open your door and fall over a suitcase full of $1,000 bills. But when somebody has a business and they're ahead of it and they're pushing hard, the harder you push, the spirits push with you. So everybody in business, when it's the new fiscal year, you don't want to replay the last year. You always want to be ahead of the power curve. And sometimes we just get lazy. We become complacent, what we had did and how it came out. But I mean, you got to want to better yourself for your business to better itself. And man, I know a lot of people got their businesses every year. At the beginning of every year, man, they are pushing hard. I mean, they go out and they find companies that do videos and they make new videos to put on their website, stuff like that. And because let's face it, social media and stuff is the name of the game today. When's the last time you see the phone book? Back in the day, it used to be in the phone book. You can take ads out on billboards, but they're nice, they're very expensive, and who got time to read it when you zipping down the interstate at 75 miles an hour, or if you're stuck in traffic? But, that's the old way. I knew a company once that was a worldwide company. And I watched a video of their CEO, and they asked him about advertising, and he said, well, we depend on word of mouth advertising. And I'm not a business person. I don't have an MBA or nothing like that, but anybody that got business sense and common sense that runs a business, you can be doing the best job in the world here in New Orleans, Miami, Houston. But how does that person in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Portland, New York, how they know about what you're doing by word of mouth? Well, lo and behold, about 3 years later, the company sold out to another company, got bought out. I guess word of mouth advertisement didn't really cut it. No, if your business is only consumed by the region you live in, where you live at, the town you live in, the city you live in, and they ain't got that many people, yeah, you might be able to rely on word of mouth. Okay, restaurants do good at that. If it's a good restaurant at a good price, yeah, your name will get out. But the next city over, or the next parish or county, how somebody heard about you? So you got to constantly try to be ahead of the power curve. And prosperity work, not to sound bad, prosperity work works for businesses and personal. Hell, I don't think there's a root work out there. Me, him, her, she, them, that doesn't have one of our spirits constantly working on our business to bring in new clients and stuff. It's a business, you know. I got to pay taxes. I got to charge shipping and handling. I didn't for a long time until I found out through the accountant that at the end of the year that began to get really expensive on me. That's something else. I got an email Thursday, yeah, or Wednesday or Thursday, that two of my shipments are being returned because it was damaged in transit. So you call them up after you wait 45 minutes on hold, they tell you the same thing that the email said, but they're quick to tell you can come in and fill out the damage claim. So what, I get paid in 23, 26? No, just hurry up and get it back to me so I can find out where it's going, see how bad it is, rebox as fast as I can and get them back out. And it's no better with UPS at FedEx or DHL. So, and bad thing about it, at the beginning of the year, the mighty United States Post Office went up on their prices and slowed down on their services. Something that used to be 3 days, now I think it takes 5 days. God forbid if it's gone to the West Coast, to California, Los Angeles, Oregon, Seattle. I guess once it gets past the Rocky Mountains, they put it on a horseback and they do the Pony Express thing. But it's a new year. We need to have new thinking. If we're doing work, I want to bring back somebody that took place last year. This is a new year. Let's not mess it up. Let's get it together, wrapped up, and gone. And like I said, Facebook getting your friend. Don't believe everything you see on Facebook, because I get texts all the time, and as soon as I see Facebook, oh man, here we go. And now if somebody say that they seen this, go back to the woman in Texas. That was her best friend that said that. But lo and behold, a man at work, and a lot of y'all still, well, he could have parked. I don't know too many people here in Louisiana with petrochemical companies. You got a employees parking lot. You got to swipe your card to get in there. I don't know anybody going to jeopardize a job. They're making $25, $35, $45 an hour so they can go to the club with somebody else. No. No. So, and just keep it together doing work. Okay. Don't fall back in the old things. I hadn't heard this for years, but it's beginning to rear its head back up, especially with women clients, female clients. I want them to be more in tune to my feelings. Okay. But when they come back, they'll be better than they was when they left. But they're not going to be your zombie slave. So try to put that in when they come back. Keep sticking it in, but don't just stand there, pull a blanket over them, because to be more in tune with your feelings. So it's a 50-50 ball game. Most relationships last and go longer when it's teamwork on a part of the female and the male. Don't ever think a man doesn't have a female's feelings in their head. We might mess it up a lot. We might say stupid shit, but we're not just stone cold devils. Some of them are, but we try. Okay, we try. So let's just start off the new year with new thinking, new attitudes, and new energy. And like I said, I'll just repeat: Facebook ain't your friend. And it's usually Facebook. I don't see too much on Instagram. It's usually Facebook. Like I said, as soon as I see that, it's like, man, here we fucking go. And if you run a business, this is the beginning of the fiscal year. Let's see how far it can go. You got some help in your corner. Same thing with personal financial help. So I just wanted to get this out for my first New Year video. I wish y'all a happy New Year. And as always, like, share, and subscribe.